Hi Joe, this is David, and I want to briefly share how Twitter and blogs can be used together to generate discussion and to network professionally. Where to begin? It actually began with a conference in Hong Kong that was held recently. I think it was called like the 21st Century Learning in Hong Kong Conference, and I attended this conference last year but was unable to go this year. But my friend was able to attend, and he kind of filled me in on what was going on. And during our conversation, we were using instant messaging software. We kind of noticed that there was some kind of digital divide going on in this conference. And so I wrote a bit about this digital divide in a blog post. So I wrote this blog post, and I actually included the instant message conversation that my friend and I had, in which we first broached this topic. And afterwards, after I had written this blog post, it was automatically put onto Twitter. So maybe I can find it. Here it is. So this was broadcast throughout the Twitterverse, and you can see that it was tagged, so it would show up in this column. So people from the conference who were tweeting about this conference using this hashtag would also receive my message. And so people began reading my blog post, and you can see that we began discussing the ideas shared in my blog post. So a user named Mango chipped in, and then I replied, and then Mango replied again, and then another person put in his 2 cents, and I replied again. And then finally, the organizer of the conference replied, and I replied, and then Mango replied again. I need to actually get back to Mango. So we can see how this blog post, broadcast on Twitter, was able to generate traffic to my blog and generate discussion as well. Concurrently, we were having discussions about this matter on Twitter too. You can see my friend Paul is actually writing about my blog post over here, and another attendee, conference attendee, also wrote about my article here as well. So we were having discussions on 2 mediums, the blogosphere and the Twitterverse. So this is how, number one, you can meet more people by broadcasting these messages, and people who are following topics such as this or education technology, for example, can read your posts and get in contact with you. Number two, it's a great way to just discuss the issues. And we've had a very comprehensive discussion on the digital divide in Hong Kong between local and international. So, this is one potential use of Twitter and blogs being used together. Okay, have a good weekend.